All right. Here we got Jordan, Shaun, on the road. Warm showers, guests here at 407 West San Antonio, Marfa, Texas. And what's the 14th? Today the 14th?
Today is the 14th.
14th of December. Okay. So anyhow, I heard on the road from Shaun, and they've been hanging out for about a week now. That's pretty cool.
Yep, met in Hunt,
Yeah.
Texas.
Met in Hunt, Texas. And Shaun's coming out of Chicago and Tampa. Jordan's out of Tampa. Jordan happens to be my son's age, or not my son's age, my son's name, and his father's David. And
Yeah.
I'm David, and I have a son named Jordan. So that's kind of fun. Yeah.
We're both from Columbus, Ohio.
And we're both from Columbus, Ohio. It's too crazy. Anyhow, so Shaun's from Chicago, which actually is where my partner Karen's from. So this is all like serendipitous. Anyhow, where do you start? I'd like to start off with bikes. Tell me about your bikes.
Well, I'm riding basically a Craigslist bought $50 mountain bike retrofitted with some drop handlebars, fenders, racks, and friction shifters, and hit the road. Pretty simple.
Yeah, but it's more than that. I mean, it's a trek after all. Right?
It's a trek.
Yeah,
it's a trek. It's cool.
Not a bad bike. It's a pretty nice bike.
It's well built.
Yeah.
It's well built.
Yeah. So did you put it together yourself?
I did. Yeah. Kind of built it from the frame up, put some new brakes on it, and hooked it up. Pretty simple stuff though. Nothing too crazy.
Is this your first tour?
First tour.
Right. And how long you been on the road?
Been on the road for about a month and a week now. So came from Tampa, and here I am, West Texas, trying to get to California.
Yeah. Will you tour again?
Absolutely. I'm just getting
yeah?
it hard going back to normal life after doing this.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
You think you're never going to get a straight gig again?
No. Why would I want one?
Yeah. How about you, Shaun? What do you? Oh yeah.
Um,
He's a brother, surly brother here.
yeah, surly ogre. It's actually not well heard of because it's a 29er off-roading touring bike. It's so I got big old wheels on it that I could roll over anything. But I was lucky. I worked in a bike shop, so I got everything for employee pricing. But we did build up the bike from the frame up. Everything came unassembled, and it was pretty fun putting together. Disc brakes, like I said, 29er wheels. Fortunately, I do not have drop bars. That was a big mistake on my part. Racks, we retrofitted a back rack on the front, panniers, and yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you have. I noticed your panniers. You don't have any two panniers that are the same, are they?
No, actually, that's a funny story. I wanted Ortliebs, but I couldn't get them quick enough because I only had 4 days to plan it. So I got Axiom's highest, most expensive employee-priced panniers that are supposed to be 100% waterproof. I encountered 3 days of pouring down rain on the Nash Trace Trail, and the panniers actually had about 2 to 3 inches of water inside the panniers. Inside,
this is not a commercial for
I was pissed, and one of my buddies in Chicago sent me. We kind of did a little swap of panniers. He goes, "You need it more than I did." So I have my two. Yeah, I have two same in the back, but then my fronts are staggered because I needed one solid waterproof one.
Yeah. Okay. And so you left Chicago. How long have you been on the road?
November 9th I left. Little about 2,500 miles now.
So you guys are both about the same time on the road, just about.
Yeah.
Just about, yeah.
And you never knew each other? You met up about a week ago? A little
Yeah,
less than
from
a
a
week?
warm showers host in Hunt.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And how's you're both? Are you not the same destination? Yeah. Both,
Yeah, same destination.
Somewhere in California.
Yeah, I mean, San Diego is just the general idea, but if it's south of there, north of there, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jordan, you told me that you might keep on going to Hawaii. So, but
I would love to get some work in San Diego, wait out the winter, and then maybe head north, or who knows? I honestly don't know.
You guys, you two guys, both of you, you have both cast your fate to the wind, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
No question.
cool.
I think that's the best way to do it.
Left a string of broken hearts behind.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know about all that.
Okay, well, anyhow, so you're heading for California, and so you're gonna hang out. What are your plans, Shaun? Are you gonna hang out in California?
The original plan was actually to head south to Costa Rica and try to cycle there, but I don't know if I want to tackle it solo. I'm not fluent in Spanish, although that's one of my goals is to become fluent in Spanish. I'm not unsure about that. A couple of my buddies are talking about doing the Pacific Coast Highway from Vancouver down to San Diego, and they want to leave January 6th. So I am going to see if I can get there, San Diego, by January 4th or so. So then we could rent a car and then drive on up and continue. It's like Jordan says, I don't know how to go back to real life after this.
Well, that probably is the. I don't know, for a lot of riders coming through, a lot of people, seeking the road the way you guys are, that's kind of really what's going on. I mean, a lot of people are riding to find out a new aspect of their world, right, or their lives, so that's pretty cool. What else? Let's see, warm showers. Are warm showers working out for you guys?
Warm showers have been absolutely amazing, especially through the whole time I was in the Southeast and here through Texas. I've met the coolest and most gracious people through warm showers. I mean, to be able to come into people's houses and get a meal and a place to sleep, it means so much, and you meet the coolest people. So yeah, I'd say, to say the least, it's been working out pretty damn awesome.
Yeah.
I agree with everything. The worst part of it, it's hard to leave where you stay, is because of the people you meet and what they offer, and it just, I don't know.
Yeah,
It puts faith back into people because everyone wants to tell all the bad stories of how they got ripped off or something bad happens, and then you meet people willing to take in complete strangers and you form a bond. So it's hard to leave the next day, but
Yeah, my experience as a host, I get to meet all these people touring. This is exciting because I get a lot of, I vicariously live through their experiences and enjoy it. I'm a cyclist, but I'm not doing it. But on this side of it, as a guest or as a host, it's just the best. Everybody by far, everybody that I've had here over the last 6 months has just been really extraordinary. And so it goes both ways. But tonight's really special because we have four. This is the first time Karen and I have had four. We have four riders, cyclists, and it was wonderful. And May and Andy made dinner, which was awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
showers and laundry and everything's going on and everybody's getting cleaned up and hitting the road tomorrow. Unfortunately, these guys are leaving tomorrow morning, which it's been a short kind of stay, but it's really great to know them. Destination, California for both of you, and then beyond that, it sounds like you're both gonna, keep the trek going. So that's pretty cool.
Sure do hope so.
yeah, any way possible to keep. I mean, this is a dream. Who knows if I'll ever be able to do this again?
Yeah.
I would like to, but who knows? For unseen circumstances.
I've had a lot of interviews with people, and sometimes it can get very existential and very, like spirit and all sorts of things covers it. Because, you guys on the head, on the road, and in your head, and cyclists generally have a lot of time to think about stuff, about their lives and about their things. So it is rich in that way. So if I can ask, one question, what is it's not easy to answer, but what is some of the, I'll start with you, Jordan. And what have you learned so far that is probably
that is,
sorry to put you on the
quite
spot.
a loaded
No,
question.
I'm terrible. I
don't
wait to
know.
get you on the camera. And then
I learned that there's a lot out there that I don't know, and shit.
Is this an unfair question? Because I'm curious. Is this not fair?
No, it's not unfair.
It's not fair. It's just it's hard to answer. I don't know.
It's something we think about every day, but we never have to verbalize it to people.
Right,
so
right.
you don't know, like, it's something that's running through our heads all the time, though.
I mean, I've definitely learned there's more good people out there than bad, like we already kind of talked about.
Is that a surprise?
I don't think so. I always at least kind of hoped it and thought it, you know. I always kind of said it without really knowing that, because I never really did travel like this, you know. I get out there and I've never really seen my country, so I wanted to go out and see my own country, and what better way to do it? I mean, a car is kind of too fast, walking is too slow, but bike touring is just about where you want to be, and you can really get around, but you don't blow right by everything. You know, you see it at a slow pace, and it's cool. But I don't know. I'm not answering the question. Very well.
You did a pretty good job. I think that's pretty good. Pretty honest, yeah. Shaun?
For me, I think it really kind of puts you in the moment. People, you know, I think a lot of my friends and family had issues because, like, you need to get a job, settle down, worry about XYZ, retirement, when you don't even know there's going to be a tomorrow, I guess. So I guess it really makes you live for the day, and when tomorrow comes, worry about tomorrow when tomorrow comes, for me. I guess that's probably the biggest thing, and I don't know, you just kind of start realizing that it is what it is, and roll with the punches, 1 mile at a time, 1 day at a time, and yeah.
You bring up a really interesting topic or subject idea, and I think this gets even more esoteric. Do you think?
Okay,
do you
sure.
think that way, that where your head's at when you do that, like 1 day at a time type of thing, do you think that's the natural state that the human beings are supposed to be? I mean, we plan for the future, and we think about the past, and we carry all this luggage from the past, and we like have all these expectations of the future, and you know.
Well,
But do you think, like, living day to day, I mean, like being in the moment on a bike is like?
I think it's great. I think people just stress out about too much when they worry about the future, what they can't control now. So they're thinking too far ahead down the path. And honestly, I hate to say it, who knows if I'm going to be alive in a week, 2 weeks? Who knows when my health is going to disappear? So why don't I take care of what I can do today? Like, the way I look at it now, maybe it'll change. I'd rather be working when I'm 70 years old and my health is decaying, and be able to use my health to my advantage now and just worry about today. But I guess that's the way I see it. And I guess, like, you know, who knows if you're going to make it to retirement. It just seems so awkward that you go high school, college, work, retire, and then experience the world. Why not while you're young and do this now with health? And you know, because probably when I'm 70, I'm not going to want to sit on a bike and ride 30 miles or do anything like that. So, I mean,
I think if you don't try to live at least in the moment every, you know, now and then, you're never really living. You're always focused on something that isn't here. It's not really real. The future isn't really real. The only thing that's real is here and right now. So take a deep breath, enjoy every now and then, you know. Don't just try to plan everything, because plans always change. Just be calm.
And I think what's real interesting is that, you know, and I hear this over and over too, is that cycling it's not easy.
No,
it's not. It is a work. You earn every mile that you're on the cycle, and yet when I hear people who have done distances and been on a bike for a while, I only hear gratitude from their experience.
Yeah.
I never, you know, they'll talk about, like, yeah, well, there was this hard time, there was this difficult time, and there was these freaky people, and there was this, you know, all this sort of stuff. But in the end, that pales to the positive experience.
And even you know, even the negative, I haven't had really a negative experience from this, but that's kind of the point, is that even the days that aren't the best, even the days you are in the shit, you're in the middle of the mud and the headwinds.
Life is great.
Life is great. You know, bad day on the road is still a good day.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's great. All right, actually, yeah. Go
No,
ahead.
it's funny. I was in College Station, or Bryan, Texas, and I was staying with a 19-year-old college student, and she was asking me all about it, and she goes, "So what's the plan? What's going on?" I go, "Oh, well, I'm a male. I don't really plan things out." And she looked at me and goes, "Not planning's a good thing, because when you plan, it just limits you, and it puts you in a box, a confined area." She goes, "It's better just to let it be free." And I'm like, looking at him like, "You're 19. I'm getting advice from a 19-year-old right now. You got more
That's
wisdom."
all right.
I'm like,
Well,
what
but I'm hearing things I'm learning from you guys. I'm 61, so I'm learning from these 26-year-old, which you're both same age, right? You're good.
26,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it's a good interview, and I'm really grateful for you guys to do it. So your full name is like Shaun?
Shaun Burke.
Shaun Burke. And
Jordan Miller.
Jordan Miller. Well, thanks for doing the interview.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, great. Oh, well, one last thing is the dinner tonight was the best for all four of us.
It was incredible.
We had a great dinner, and it was camaraderie, had all. So, adios, everybody.
Peace.
Bye-bye.